What's up, Straw Hat Crew, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special first look and opening of One Piece Carrying On His Will. We are going to be opening up a booster box, at least half of it today. But I'm pretty excited. And before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to sub. I would greatly appreciate it, because I understand it takes more than just one person to build a community. So let's do this, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I was able to score this at a card show, and so I got it a few days early. And I was just sick and under the weather, so I just didn't have time to open up any cards. It's just, my voice is pretty much gone. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I feel a little bit better in order to do it. Like, I actually had to miss 3 days of work because I was just that sick, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to open any packs. And trust me, I wanted to open packs so bad, but I was like, you know what? Don't do it. But yeah, this product is pretty awesome, guys. I've been hearing a lot of great things about it. There's some awesome manga cards. You have the red variant manga cards. So for me, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. However, I've been hearing that the pull rates are horrendous. In order to get, the red variant manga cards, it's about 4% if you open up a whole case of booster boxes, that it's about a 4% chance. Yeah, it's pretty low. So the reality is that in order for me to get a God pack, which is about 5%, and 4% for the red variants, yeah, the chance of me getting that today is slim. So if I do get one, yeah. So make sure to hit me up with a like and a subscribe just for trying. But, coming off of a good set like the best two, where you were getting good hits, it's going to be a little harder, right, to get some. But I think the card designs in here are pretty awesome. Like this right here, the Sunny-kun, that's a pretty cool design in my opinion. That's a sweet design. Again, it's another sweet design. And it fits, carrying on his will, right? It's kind of showing his story. So, I don't know, I think it's pretty sweet. There we go. Nice little leader here. I'll take it. There we go. We got a Boa Hancock. And a Lilith. And, ooh, here we go, a Don. Pretty nice Don card. I like it. So we'll put these to the side here. Nothing to write home about yet, but hey, I'll definitely take them. Because these are my first pack. And this is my first booster box of One Piece that I bought. And did I pay over MSRP? Of course I did. Because, where I'm at to be able to buy them. Yeah, it was a little painful, but it wasn't too bad. We're looking at about $150. And so, but when I look at it versus buying this or buying a bunch of single packs from Target, it kind of made more sense to just buy this. Nico Robin. Let's see. Here we go. That's a pretty sweet card. It's a leader. I actually like the card a lot. Put you here on the side. Trafalgar Law. Even the card designs, they're pretty sweet. Like the way they shine. That's one thing I will always say about One Piece. They do a great job at the card quality and how it shines, how it's vibrant. I appreciate it. I don't know how much this card's worth, but I'm just gonna sleeve it up right off the bat because you never know. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of One Piece cards, this design. I love the show. I am, trying to learn the TCG slowly. And sure enough, once I get the hang of it, I definitely want to go to some little tournaments here, nothing crazy. Just to kind of meet people, communicate with them, and just share a lot about what I like, what I don't like. But also talk about the anime, because I love the anime. Monkey D. Garp. There we go. That's a beautiful card. I would definitely take that. And I'm kind of going into this a little blind. I know a lot of the good cards, but I also, the prices, and don't know a lot about the pricing structure yet. I'm assuming cards are worth way more now because, it's early on. Oops, I'm dropping the cards here. Yeah, that's a sweet card. I messed with this card a lot. This is a cool card. A Goldie Roger. All right, let's see. So I should be opening today about 12 packs. And I'm going to split it into two just to make it so you guys don't have to watch like a 30-minute video or something. Beppo. I like Beppo. After this, I'm going to go play some Battlefield 6. You know, I was just watching some One Piece before I actually I came here. Actually, let me put this garp here. Yeah, I stack all my other cards, like my base. All right, nothing crazy here. Like some of these cards, like these, like a lot, like this, I already have 3 of them because I opened a single pack today. I'll probably end up giving a couple of those to my students who play the TCG. So it helps start, you know, I can help them start building their decks out. Because some of them, they, you know, I don't know if they're gonna be able to have the money to go out and buy. So I try to hook them up. Let's see. I actually really like this card a lot. That's a nice card. Tony Chopper. I wish I had more Tony Chopper cards personally. Trafalgar Law. So as of right now, I mean, I haven't hit anything super duper major. But hey, and I can hear my dog barking because he thinks he's cool. Yeah, I had to tell my dog to be quiet because he was just upstairs just flipping out. And the wifey wasn't telling him to stop. I'm like, come on, bro, tell him to stop. But hey, they said get a Shiba Inu. Nah, but my dogs are really chill actually for dogs. I have 2 Shiba Inus, one named Toshi and one named Ippo. Great dogs, but sometimes they can be a little loud, but for the most part, they're pretty chill. Let me know if you guys have any dogs. You know, what kind of dog do you have and what are their names? I have 2 Shiba Inus, one named Ippo and one named Toshi. There we go. A Shanks. Monkey D. Dragon. Not bad at all. I'll definitely take those. Yeah, I'm a big fan of dogs. Like, if you know me, I love dogs. And if you're wondering, my dog's name's Ippo and Toshi. Ippo after Hajime no Ippo, so fighting spirit here in America. So after the boxer Ippo. And Toshi, his name is Toshinori Yagi after All Might. So that's All Might's real name. Which, if you know, the name means, in Japanese slang, greatest superhero of all time. Yep. Tony Chopper. Yeah, I definitely want to... There we go. Bang. That is a beautiful card. Dude, I mess with that. And I was just saying the other day to a friend, like, dude, I need more ace cards. Dang, that is awesome. I don't know if you can tell, like, the shine on there. Wow. That is a, you know, no pun intended, but that's a fire card. The back looks pretty solid, too. Wow. Yeah, that's a fire card. I would definitely take that any day of the week. And all I had to do to tell my dog, dude, be quiet. But, dude, that's a sweet card. I don't know how much that's worth it, but, man, it makes me feel good. Like, and I'm weird. Like, I don't know if any of y'all are like me, but when you buy packs, sometimes it's, yes, you want cards that have a high value. But sometimes just getting the cards that you really like and you can admire them. Like, wow, this is a good-looking card. To me, that makes me feel good. Like, it makes me feel happy that I'm able to get cards that I like. Not just off money. Yes, trust me, the money's awesome. This is a character right here I didn't think I was going to really like, but I like that character. Ivankov's awesome. Let's see. Another Boa Hancock. What's up, girl? Real talk. You know, how many of y'all would shoot your shot at her? Most of y'all be turned into stone, but whatever. That's Luffy's going to be his wifey. I think she should end up with Luffy. But hey, we'll see. Jinbei. And a Shanks. That Shanks card's pretty sweet too. Back when he had two arms. All right, we got 3 more packs. Let's see what we can get here, y'all. Let's see if we can pull something awesome. You know, part of me like I want a manga or the red variant mangas, but I also know like the chance of getting that is pretty slim. I definitely want those wanted posters. I think there's a little bit higher chance of getting those. There we go. We got an awesome Shanks card. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's a nice card too. So I would say I got 2 pretty cool cards so far. Well, 3 technically. All right, 2 more packs. Oars Juniors. Listen, all right, I'll take this Goldie Roger leader. And a Zoro. Not bad. Let me put this leader here on the side for me. Don't want to ruin it. All right. I guess you really can't say last pack magic, but I guess you could say last pack magic of the rip. But let's see what we can get here, y'all. Marshall D. Teach, no one likes you. I ain't gonna lie, man. Why are you trying to make this fat ass look more buff than what he is? Screw him. Sorry, it pisses me off sometimes. They try to make him look like he like a model of a romance novel. Bro ain't no model of a romance novel. Buggy. There we go. And a St. Marcus Mars. Not too bad, but so obviously the showcase of the rip, in my opinion, is this awesome Goldie Roger. I really like this card. This card is awesome. Like, low-key, they can make a whole show, a prequel off of Goldie Roger if they wanted, and it would probably be super successful. Shanks, another one. You could probably do a whole show based off of him, you know, getting to how he became an emperor. Awesome card, in my opinion. And then we have this Portugas D Ace. I love Ace. I wish he would have been in the show much, much more. But hey, we wouldn't have this set if he was in the show, if he didn't get taken out. But yeah, I think it's a sweet card. And if I spoiled that he got taken out, I apologize. That was like 15 years ago or 10 years ago that happened. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet card. But look forward to part 2, because part 2, we have the other 12 packs that we're going to rip open. Because low-key, I did not want this video to be 30 minutes. Now, I mean, it's hard for me to say, was this worth it? I think this set has great cards right now. You know, I'm having a blast opening this booster box. And I'm going to have a blast opening up the singles when I find them. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Like, is this a set that you're going to play with? This set you want to collect? Because I think it's very collectible. You know, there's a lot of the hit rates are pretty low. And so so I'm assuming the cards are going to be worth a lot more money. So if you're in it for investing, this might be the set for you. Because even I was grappling with, like, should I rip it or should I hold on to this box? But, you know, I don't have a big sealed collection. But with that said, make sure to like, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And be on the lookout for part 2. Make sure to set that notifications for that, because that should be coming out probably sometime this weekend or start on Monday maybe. But yeah, I greatly appreciate all y'all support. This is Socratic Rips, And me and Ace will catch you in the next one. Peace.